Hi everyone, it's Holly. So this month is actually World Vegan Month. So I thought I would make a little video about all the things that I wish I had known before I went vegan, just in case you're thinking of trying it, because now would be a really good time to try. I have only actually been vegan for 6 months, 7 months, not long. Like I started at the beginning of this year. And obviously, you know, there is that kind of transition period. I do get kind of asked the same kind of questions over again about, you know, like what kind of foods do you eat? You know, is it a pain in the arse and that kind of stuff. So I guess I thought I'd just make it all into one video to share it with you guys. So I think one thing about going vegan that I thought would be much more stressful than it turned out to be was I thought I was going to really miss cheese. And I get this all the time, like people say, oh well, I would go vegan but I'd really miss cheese. I would say one, you know, go vegan, just be a vegan that eats cheese. That's still better than not doing it. Do you know what I mean? Just because you can't do it 100% of the way doesn't mean you should not bother doing it at all. I think there can be a, you know, a middle ground. And for me personally, I ended up not missing it that much. It's weird the first time you order a pizza and it doesn't have cheese on it, but it still kind of tastes like a pizza. It wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be, and I'm not that stressed out about it. Not as stressed as I thought I would be. For the first month or so when you go vegan, you will spend forever reading packets. You will be amazed at milk, which is in everything, and you can't quite understand why it's in everything. So it does take a little while to get to know the things that you know can and can't have, the things that you will and won't buy. So yeah, you will spend forever reading packets until you get the hang of it. And then it's easy. You know, I probably spent the first month reading packets, and now it's not so stressful. I just kind of know what to get. There's all kinds of great websites, Instagram pages, stuff like that you can follow that will help you make the right choices and, you know, find what brands and things to avoid, things to buy. So I think one of the things I wish I'd have known before I went vegan is you need to be prepared. Like, you need to be prepared when you're going out, and that can come in the form of making your own food and taking it places, or if you're going out to eat with some friends or whatever, ringing ahead, finding out what the menu is, and figuring out what you're going to order, just so it's easy on the day, and you can just order what you want. It's not a stress. Sometimes there will be times when you can be out and you can be kind of caught out, and it's hard to know what to get. So I would say either by bringing your own food, like I take my own food to lunch at work, so I don't have to eat junky food, because that's the only kind of food that's available to me is like chips and, do you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. So that's the way that I do it. There will be food that you miss, and just don't beat yourself up about it. And I think that's something that I found quite weird about it. There was like this duality between, there was food that I missed even though I knew I didn't want to eat it because the thought of it kind of grossed me out, or I ethically didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. I think you just kind of have to accept that there will be things that you miss. Stick with it. Don't feel bad that those things will happen. I mean, you're only human. And, you know, like in my case, I was not vegan for 32 years, and then suddenly I was. So of course your body is gonna do strange things and your mind is gonna play tricks on you, but just kind of, if you're prepared for it, it will pass, it will go away, and you'll do fine. So you will feel great. Like, this is something I wasn't expecting, is I feel great. I have so much more energy. I recover faster when I'm exercising. And just generally, I think it makes you think a little bit outside of yourself, because you're not just thinking of yourself and what you're eating and what you want in that moment. I guess it kind of forces you in a way to think a bit more outside of yourself and think about, kind of consider other people's feelings, other creatures' feelings, the kind of the planet's feelings, if the planet had feelings. But it does make you think a little bit outside your own self. So in that way I do feel a lot better for it. So they're kind of just the things that spring to mind. That's all kind of stuff that were kind of like unexpected changes, or stuff that I wish I'd have known before making the change to go vegan. If you're thinking of making a change, you know, just do it, try it. Maybe you could try it for a day, maybe you could try it for a week. If you don't think you could go the whole hog, you could just try it for 1 or 2 days out of the month and see how you feel. you know, you might be surprised. I really don't believe in this thing that you have to go 100% all of the way, and that if you mess up and accidentally eat something with milk in it, you lose all your vegan powers. And do you know what I mean? I think that's a really unhelpful attitude for anybody who's looking to get into it. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. If you need any help, or if you've got any questions or anything, you can always leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. And if, like me, you're new to being vegan, I'd love to hear about your experiences, because I guess everybody kind of has different pitfalls and things that they found difficult and everything. So that's it from me. I hope you liked my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.